All right, this is part 5 of 80 days around the world. If you haven't seen this game before, the goal is we got to get Foggy over here. We're his servant or valet. Got to get him around the world in 80 days. We got to manage his health. We got to manage our time. We got to actually get there in 80 days. And we got to manage money. We're good on money. We're a suave businessman. Unlike Foggy, who would think he should be working for us. Let's not get into it. We are worried about time. This is the only one we're actually worried about. Okay? When you see the map, if you're new here, if you see the map and where we're at, you might start wondering, yeah, you're not making it, buddy. We still got to cross the Pacific. We still got to cross the States or Canada. And then we still got to cross the Atlantic. Right now, we're in somewhere in Southeast Asia, I think. Where are we? Batavia. I don't know where that's at. Not going to lie. I don't know where it's at. I don't want to lie to y'all. I have NA education. We were trying to get to Hong Kong and then down to Manila in the Philippines. I know where those are at, huh? How about that? Because we got goodies we can sell. But I'm almost thinking, like, I don't even worry about that anymore. We have so much money. I think we got, like, close to 30K. I think we just stop worrying about all the market stuff. I'm obsessed with going to the market and making smart business decisions. I think I just have to stop. Got to stop worrying about it, all right? We just got to go east. But I get distracted easily when I see the little tokens and goodies. I can't help it. I'm a gambler at heart myself. So if I see something, oh, this might be valuable somewhere else, I got to get it. We got to stop, okay? We have a problem. We have a problem. Also, this one's, you know, we've had some short videos. The problem was I broke a chair, okay? In absconding Zatwar, we broke our computer chair, our office chair, playing that game. And we're sitting on a stool right now, a kitchen stool. And so it's not meant to sit at a desk, okay? So I'm sitting too high. But I'm now have to hunch down, speaking to the microphone. Now the microphone arm does adjust a little bit, but it feels weird to sit straight up on a stool, trying to use a mouse, because then my arm's hanging lower than it normally does. It's a disaster is what I'm trying to get at, okay? Which means it's not going to be a long video, probably like 20 minutes before I tap out. I don't have a timer going, which I'd like, okay? The clearing the backlog videos, I have to have the hour timer, which I always forget. But I have to have it. You know, I have to sit there for an hour and play the game, even if it stinks, like absconding Zatwar. But these, I can just play. I mean, hey, if it's a 10-minute video, it's a 10-minute video. If it's a 40-minute video, it's a 40-minute video. It doesn't matter, right? Enough yapping, right? Let me get into the video. Let me get into the game. 8:36, 10 p.m. All we can do is sleep. But we can look at the map real quick. Where are we? We're down here. Our only option is to go directly north. We need to go east. Oh my goodness. There's Hong Kong though. There are goodies to say. Oh, no. No. No goodies. Don't worry about the goodies. Forget about the goodies. We sleep and then travel tomorrow. Forget about it. Also, if you're new to this, there's a lot of reading and they make up words. The heart of Verhivenstad, the exalted city of Batavia, was a floating fort of gigantic iron struts built over the swamplands of Kalibasar and overlooking the Sundra Kalipa. See what I'm saying? Harbor. I tried my best to ignore it. Squalid and fetid place as it is. Who builds on a swamp, Shrek? First off, are we going to start talking bad about Shrek? Surely only one who is not too concerned about the state of the water must drink. We took a room at the Hotel des Indies, a fairly comfortable establishment overlooking the water, where I watched a captain preparing his boat, the Spicy Jake, for passage to Singapore. We're on it. A perfect place to rest, though through the window we heard the sounds of an unrested city long into the night. New route? No. That is not a new route. Why can't we go? What's the problem? Try and negotiate and get it to arrive today so we can get out of here. We got the money. We just got to do it. Embark. Hire this extra luggage. We lose 18, but we gain 18 because we have partial set. I'd love to get into what we have in the bag, but I cannot. You know, time is ticking. The only boat we could find from the fort of... But I've said this word, I swear. I've pronounced it 20 different ways. I'm hoping this is the last time I have to say it, and I'm calling it Batavia. Heading through the Pacific Islands of Singapore was a Spicy Jake, a Dutch vessel crewed by decent men of fortune. I gulped with alarm, but we did not stay ashore. You always got to hit this to heal up the Fog Master. The atmosphere around the pirates was tense, to say the least. We made a special effort to befriend them. We're just going to keep to ourselves, all right? Hoping they would mostly forget that we were there. But aboard ship, nothing can be forgotten. We heard muttering outside our cabin door and soft laughter. No. We're trying to not get involved. And watch, there were two rugged men outside. Bottles of rum in one hand and short daggers in the other. They were daring each other to storm inside. Carefully, I turned the key. We were locked in, but they were locked out. They kept a careful guard, however. We heard their laughter for many hours before it turned to snoring. Dummies. Outsmarted by the Frenchmen. Converse, let's try and get a route going. Sometimes you can get routes by doing this. This is us. We're Passapatois. We call ourselves Passy. Do not be downhearted. Here's something. The SS Thunder from Chittagong connects in Singapore with the boat route to... Knew I had to say it again. Batavia. We do not want to go to Brisbane. We do not want to go all the way down to Australia. I wish I knew where some of these other ones were. Let's just start with Colombo. Have you heard that some buyers will pay well for magnetic compasses from Colombo? Cool. Port Moresby. He has to go. You want to play dominoes? Uh-huh. Keep trying to shove this in our face. You know anything about Colombo? I heard that you can obtain zoetropes in Colombo. Extremely valuable in Singapore. What do you know about Madras? Perhaps. Look, we're getting all these routes. Colombo to Stonetown. You know about that? Okay. He didn't know about that. But he gave us some insider information. But we're not worried about that anymore. We're done with that. Done with the insider info. The second day began with the Singapore harbor in sight. Day 38. The captain came and found us. I apologize if my men have made sport of you, he began in heavily accented English. They are children, cool, but kind of... They didn't do nothing, you know? We were minding our own business in the room. They weren't... I didn't even notice them, you know? Hey, get us to the port without incident, buddy. And we'll just forget about everything. The captain laughed. No incidents. That is the secret of being a good sailor and a good businessman. I know. That's what I am. He brought something from his pocket as he spoke. And speaking of business, I have a proposition for you. Ooh, yeah. Let's see what he wants. I've been carrying this for some time, he said, opening his palm to reveal a small, gleaming ruby, the dragon's eye. He said, how I got it is not important, only that I haven't been able to sell it. It's worth a few thousand to the right buyer. Yours for 300. Now, when I started this video, I know I said we're not going to worry about all this. We have plenty of money. We can't pass this up. He's got a gleaming ruby. He's going to sell for $300. Now I'm starting to second guess, right? Now I'm thinking this is a scam. It's not a real gleaming ruby. No, this is a scam. I took a look at the gem. Let me just eye it up. It sparkled with bloody luster. How valuable it was, I could not tell, but it was certainly not glass. Oh. Yeah, we don't have... Let's talk him down. Let's talk him down to 150. He seemed surprised by my answer, but didn't argue. Well, then it seems I will stuck with it a while longer. With that, he swept away. Man, I feel like we just lost out. That don't matter. We gotta go east. Gotta stop worrying about all this stuff. Going to the market. Going to the market. Get these goodies. What do we got? Heavy storm set. This is the last of the heavy storm set. Forget about the open road. We're heavy storming. We might be going to... We're definitely going to Hong Kong. We're wasting time. Oh, Yokohama. Can we get to Japan? That's $6,200. We have ginger tablets. We don't need any more. Okay. Okay, okay. That's a set. That's a set. What is this? We're going to Hong Kong. Forget about the dominoes. Oh, man. Oh, man. What do we get rid of? Urban Traveler set. Okay. Now, what else? Get rid of this. All right. Now we got to go Yoko. But we are also going to Hong Kong, so we might as well pick that up. This is taking up space. It's not worth anything, but, you know, it's like a keepsake. We took a nice photo with our boy, Fog. We got to keep that, you know? Sentimental to us. No, it doesn't hold a monetary value. It's sentimental. We keep it forever. What is this? Rest and recuperation. So I got to get rid of 2 things so I can get the scented candle. What are you? We still might get down to the Philippines. We got to keep this all the time. This is how we heal our dude. Frequent flyer. I feel like we've been carrying this forever. Get rid of it. Okay. Where's our plan button? Forget it. It doesn't matter. It's healed up. Singapore was a British colonial port peopled largely by Chinese, Malays, and Indians, and fueled by rubber exports and opium wealth pouring into the new banks. Seemed a dangerous spot to linger, especially at night, so I made what visa arrangements were required of us and then returned to Foggy. But I found him in some consternation. It's better than constipation. I don't know if we want to bother him. He gets a little, he gets a little bit of an attitude when you talk to him. So I'm gonna let him stew. Go ahead and stew in it, dummy. He's probably mad that I made him all this money. He's mad at our business acumen. We have no way onwards here, marked, as though upon the weather. Passy, you must seek out some transport. Better that than be stuck in Singapore, of course, so I set off into the town once more. There were plenty of people at hand to talk to. I inquired about vessels headed for, we want to go there, we want to go there, in the Philippines, and one of the Malay sailors pointed me in the direction of a little steam yacht. She goes to Manila, he said, and then cocked his head. Are you a Spaniard? At least you perceived I am not English, I said heavily, rather weary of this constant misidentification. Yeah, what the hell? You never heard of a Frenchman? The sailor shrugged. Heard that there's cholera in Manila. Is that an STD? If you are not a Spaniard and have no business there, maybe you should avoid it. He shrugged again. Then again, you rich people do whatever you want, so why am I bothered? Thank you for the warning. We will not heed it. I said, oh, God, Foggy hated it. I said politely, not wanting to insist on my lack of wealth to a man wearing rough clothes upon a body bent with labor. The sailor jerked a nod and went back to his companions, leaving me to contemplate his advice upon the Singaporean deck. Foggy hated that because we didn't say we were rich. And by the way, I'm rich. I made this money. Foggy's not rich. There it is. Manila. There it is. There it is. We're not going to make it up to Hong Kong, though. Is what it is. We got to pick one. We got to pick Hong Kong or Manila. This one has that STD. I don't know if we want to go there. We can't go here. Why can't we go here? There's a route. I'm looking at it. All right, well, we got to go here. The parts for Manila. If we cannot wait 4 days. 2 days. I don't even know if we can wait for 2 days, to be honest. Let's try to explore. Yeah, this is bad. I walked the street a while, discovering the possibilities for how we might make progress. This is brutal. I mean, if we're stuck here, if we're stuck here 2 days, let's try and get some more money out. Talk to the manager. It's only the second time we've had to do this. What's today? Today's Friday. We gotta wait 2 days. No, we cannot. All right. Can't even afford a single day. Ah, man. Okay. It's our only option. Can we renegotiate? We can. Tomorrow. All right. We knocked it down a little bit. We had to spend some money. That's fine. We're about to make money in Manila with something. This 4,800. We're going to get our money right back. Okay. Hey, let's sleep it off. I did some minor alterations. That's what we do. We take care of our stuff. As night fell, I did some minor alterations to our clothing to better ready for us for our upcoming departure. Let's get out of here, man. Tired of the extra luggage space. Look at all the health we're getting because we have the storm gear set. I knew it'd be important. Oh, I'm getting excited now. We took passage on a little steam yacht with a cargo hold full of Chinese silk parasols with which the captain assured me would fetch an exorbitant price in Manila. Are the ladies there so shy of the sun? I asked in Spanish. What? I didn't know we could ask that in Spanish. These pretty money makers are only passing through Manila. Captain Amparo, a dark-eyed Filipina of middle years, was unable to keep the glee from her voice. I will sell them to a trader for shipment to Acapulco, where the Mexican ladies will pay all the pin money for a month for just one gaudy parasol. Will you keep one for yourself? I could not resist asking. Me? She looked astonished. What use would I have for such a frippery? See, that's a made-up word. That is not in the dictionary. I promise. I regarded her sensible attire and short hair. Sometimes impracticality is its own reward. Captain Amparo laughed companionably. Jesus. It is a skill I have never possessed or desired to. I slept well that night aboard the steam yacht, secure in the knowledge that it was being steered by the captain's steady hands. Let's converse. We got to figure out a route out of there. Tell me about it. I do not want to go to... That's north. I do want to go to Hong Kong, but I feel like that's a bad idea. This seems east. I have no idea. I don't know, but the quickest way to Pitcairn Island from here is through... No, we're not going back there. Panama. Yeah, Manila to Panama. Maybe, but some buyers will pay well for magnetic compasses. You care for some ginger tablets, my lady? She loved it. Tell me about this island. Not for me, I think. Okay. We're not going down to Australia. We're not going down to New Zealand. Now, where's Santiago and Lima? Lima doesn't sound Australian or New Zealandish. I would not hold out too much hope. My God, how do we get out of there? I believe so. My mother was in an accident aboard the Cangreo submersible from Pitcairn Island to Santiago. New route. Oh my God. We just take that. We weren't even planning on going down there. We had some ill winds in the morning, but Captain Amparo kept the crew calm and focused, shouting orders at them in a language I did not know. Tagalog. Perhaps it is widely... Yes, it was widely spoken in the Philippines. We know that much. We were merely bobbed about a little till the weather settled, but the worst injury was some seawater clogging my shoes. We will not be delayed, Captain Amparo assured us, perhaps mistaking the cause of my obvious melancholy. My master will be pleased, I said, though I could not help cast another mournful look at my ruined shoes. The captain sought the direction of my gaze and looked confounded. My God, you are unspeakably fastidious. Do you really care so much for appearances? Gentleman is always presentable, I sniffed. I do not care for fashion's sake. Your character is now sharp. Oh my God, we're sharp, we're suave, we're collected. We have all the good traits. Just, okay, Captain Amparo had taken to regarding me as though I were the oddest creature to ever take passage aboard her vessel, and she still looked thunderstruck when we reached our destination. Good luck in Manila, she said, tossing one of the parasols into my outstretched hand. We got even more goodies. They will hardly know what to make of you. All right, mark it. First thing. This. 4,800. Ish. Warm weather. Don't care. We have half of that, right? Yeah. Set 1 of 2 own. What's the other? What are you? New Orleans, Brisbane. Okay. Well, we're gonna get you. This is a buy sell. Buy it, right? Get out of the market. You get the routes, and then you sell it. Look at this. Look at that. Go back to the market. Okay, that's a sell. It's a buy sell. Now, I like to have only 3 suitcases. We're not going to Hong Kong, unfortunately. We have to sell it. I think we sell this too. So we're not going to Hong Kong. Everything else is like in a set. This week, maybe we can get up to Japan. And we also possibly could get to New Orleans at some point. I don't think we do it. Hold on. What is this? Maybe we get down to Mexico. This is a possibility. Okay. Here. Hold on. Here. That back down to 3 suitcases. Hit the hotel. We arrived at the Spanish-governed capital of Manila at a most inopportune time. The city had recently suffered the depredations of a major typhoon. Remember, we got to get out of here for this cholera. And the efforts at rebuilding had been stalled by an outbreak of the dreaded cholera morbus. It originated with sailors of the Cleveland steamer Eolus, from the nearby town of Zamboanga. That was the local rumor in any case. Infected establishments were burned daily by the sanitary board, with our hotel one of the casualties. We located near to the... Do we want to go near our river? Might as well. Screw it. A charming locale thronged with Filipino women. Okay, we've made a good decision. In Maria Clara gowns and men wearing the stylish Spanish camisa de chino. Concerned with the possibility of infection, I ensured that Foggy ate only from kitchens which had avoided all traces. From our window, I could see carts piled high with the dead being taken to the mountain to be burned rather than interred in a churchyard, which put me in a morbid frame of mind. It does not do well to dwell on such matters, however, so I attempted to put the considerations behind me, but the city smells of disease, and I would be glad to leave. Foggy loves it. He loves the city smelling with disease. Explore, get a route out of here, and let's go. Look at this. I think we take this one. Straight east. We have a goodie that we can sell in Yokohama, but yeah, I think we go straight to Hawaii. I struck up a few conversations here and there, hunting for options for how we might proceed. What are you talking about? Let's get out of here. Embark. We're out. Rough skies, minus 41 health. Who cares, right? Let's get out. Oh, yeah. I wonder how long this is going to take. Oh, that was my headset. We boarded the Reina Cristina, a Spanish Torres Covado type airship. Its gondola shaped to resemble one of the infamous Spanish galleons of previous centuries, and as richly outfitted with Philippine hardwood furniture, Fijian silk curtains, Fijian? Made up word. And lacquered. I know that's a real word. You pronounce it lacquered or lacquered? We're going to go with lacquered. That sounds more American. Lacquered ornamental automata imported from China. My cabin resembled a fashionable salon more than an airship berth. We're struggling with reading today. I don't know why. We just are. Last couple episodes, we've been doing pretty good. You know, a word will trip us up here and there. We're struggling today. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I'm hunched over like a goblin on this stool. Foggy looked like a pale and unwell. Looked a little... See, I can't even read a basic sentence, bro. What is going on today? Foggy looked a little pale and unwell, but I reasoned he would quickly improve now that we are away from the disease-ridden city of Manila. Your character is now dependable. Heal up the Fog Master, because we're going to lose like 40 health. Our journey to Honolulu would take 4 days. The airship would refuel and go on without us. From there, we had other plans. Why? Why not just stick with the airship? We're making good time now. I'm not so worried anymore. Greetings, Captain. Why, good day, Passy. Honolulu to Acapulco so we can sell something, my friend. You have lost me, friend. What about Acapulco to Havana? Cuba. Now you listen to me. You can buy Cuban cigars in Havana that will sell for a fortune in Ponte Delgado. Okay. What about Panama City? Now you listen to me. Some buyers will pay well for magnetic compasses from Panama City. All right, got a little insider information, but we are done with that. We've ascended. We've absconded. The Filipino crew spoke a mix of Tagalog and Spanish, all mixed in with Lascar sailors' cant, which utterly fascinated me, though I did not have the skill to understand it. Don't bother trying to learn it, the captain remarked in elegant Spanish. You need a sailor's heart to do so. Do you know it? I asked slyly. I am the captain of the ship you are traveling upon, he replied, with a glitter in his dark, thick lashed eyes. You should hope I have a sailor's heart. Let's not lie. Why is Passy trying to lie, bro? Like, you don't have a sailor's heart. You're a Frenchman, all right? I think you do. I could not help giving him a smile, which he returned rather rakishly. Truly, he said, I meet the most remarkable people as captain of an airship. Foggy looked shivering and weak. There was definitely something amiss. Oh boy, he's got the disease. Give me the comb. We got to keep healing him. A portrait of King Amadeo, the first hung in one of the relatively unused quarters of the gondola, which I was exploring in the hope of finding a secret or two. And indeed, I stumbled across a small room set with a crucifix and an altar. Clearly, someone aboard was literally a closet Christian. Over dinner, the captain told me about Honolulu, where we would stop on the morrow. If I believed his telling, it was a giddy paradise. Oh my God, he's dying. That could barely be real. Foggy's condition appeared to be growing worse. As we settled down for the night, I was struck by an unrelated thought. Foggy, the dateline. I have altered our watch already, Foggy replied calmly. Did you think I might forget? My master was, of course, correct. With an eye such as his, it was unthinkable that he might miss such a detail. We had reached the point directly opposite Greenwich. Imagine transpired had we forgotten. Where the hours we had lost in traveling around the east were added back. A whole extra day. We needed that. Oh my God, look at his health. Come on, come on. Hit him with the comb. We're going to stop once we get to Honolulu here. We arrived in Honolulu Bay in good time, and the crew landed us, then deflated the envelope to refill it. I watched them work. Their efficiency was most gratifying. Men and women swarmed over the balloons as it fell in on itself, jumping clear at the last moment, swinging away on guy ropes that themselves were falling slack. Then we were finally discharged from our duty as passengers, and the airship lifted away into the sky. Okay. This is where we'll be ending it. I'll be honest, I'm not too worried about time now. I'm not too worried. Let's take a look at this globe real quick. I think this pauses it as well if we hit this. Let's do a little recap, okay? Oh, what am I doing? This is the recap. Now we're pretty much all the way across the Pacific, right? So we got to cross. We can either go through the Caribbean or Caribbean, depends how you want to say it. And then the Atlantic, we got to get up here. I'm thinking, I know we go down here to Mexico. Is that still Mexico right there? I think so. Mexico ends somewhere around there. Pretty sure that's still Mexico. I think maybe we do one of these maneuvers. We cross the Gulf. Come up here. Leave out of Washington. Sail. I don't even know if these are routes. So I'm just hoping. But like, we don't have that much further to go. I mean, that's it. We've already done all this in basically 40 days. This was huge. This was massive for us. I think we're going to make it, man. I think we are going to make it. All right. Let me hit escape real quick. that's gonna be it for this. My back is just, it's killing me, man. This stool, I'm hoping I'm done with the stool bit in a couple days. We got a new chair coming. I bought an ergonomic office chair. I did not buy a gaming chair. The one I had, which was a gaming chair, I never liked it. I don't like the way gaming chairs look. They don't even feel that good on the back, you know? We got a nice ergonomic office chair. And we're gonna get through this. I think, man, based on that last little look there, I think like maybe tops 3 more episodes. Maybe two. Maybe two more episodes. And then we'll have this game knocked out. We're also playing through 911 Operator. We're almost done with that. Then we got to find another game to kind of play through, or maybe not. Maybe we just start hammering out clearing the backlog. Maybe we hit a dry spell and just hit a bunch of games we don't like and just start knocking that out. I mean, we got 1,000 games to go. Our current schedule of 1, maybe 2 a week puts us on pace for about 20 years of content. Just so you know, just so you're aware, you know, we're gonna have 20 years of content here. All right. You can have gray hair. You're gonna be dead by the time I'm done. Okay, you're just gonna be dead. I don't know how else to put it. I'm trying to be nice, but you're gonna be dead. I'm gonna be alive. You'll probably be dead. At least have gray hairs. You'll definitely be balding. Okay, don't think you won't. I'm not bald, by the way, just so you know. All right, that's it. Appreciate you guys watching. Thanks.